Hi everyone, Jenny here from the Proven Group, and I am here with Helen, the founder of Affect Activity, an amazing franchise that specializes in OT services. Helen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Jenny.
Now, do you want to tell us a little bit about your business, a little bit about your franchise and what you've built?
Yep. So Activity is Australia's first and only occupational therapy franchise business. And I firmly believe that OTs can have it all and have it all at the same time because occupational therapy is still a 90% female profession. And it's just a matter of surrounding ourselves with the right people to ensure our success. So the activity model is unique. It's the only one in Australia. And basically, we find like-minded, values-aligned, passionate OTs that want to put their clients at the centre of everything that they do, and they're aiming for best practice. And we wrap ourselves around those franchisees to ensure their success in their private practice, whatever that success looks like to them. So it's not a cookie cutter model. We are holistic, and I feel like I'm the OT for the OTs. I wrap myself around them to enable them to achieve private practice success.
Oh, I absolutely love it. And we've seen a real explosion in healthcare franchises, which is really, really interesting. And what you've enabled people to do is really incredible because I think a lot of people coming from, the OT and allied health background, business isn't necessarily one of the skills that has been taught in those professions. So I think it's amazing the opportunity you provide. Helen, can I ask you, you're a real groover and shaker and a leader in the field. You've done something really, really different. Can you share a little bit what are the most important leadership skills, traits that leaders in franchising really need to look at moving into the future?
That's a really good question. I think franchising in healthcare is quite rare. Obviously, activity was the first one. So it's good to see that the model is starting to evolve and develop. I think the most important thing for leaders in healthcare, in franchising, is to ensure that their people have everything that they need to succeed. It's not about me. I come from a very much a perspective of servant leadership. It's not a one size fits all. I think, especially in healthcare, you have amazing, passionate clinicians, but they may not understand about business. So it's a matter of filling in the gaps and giving them the support that they need rather than getting them to fit into the cookie cutter model, which could traditionally be defined in terms of a franchise. It's like, this is how you do it, this is how it has to be. And I think that needs to be turned on its head for leadership in franchising in healthcare.
No, I love it. So interesting. Helen, who's inspired you to be the amazing you?
Um, well, I think the beautiful Mel Mayello from Essential Beauty inspired me in the first place to set the franchise up because you wouldn't think there are many parallels, but we were just, chatting over a drink and realized there was a lot of commonality in terms of occupational therapy practice as well as beauty therapy. So she inspired me in the first place, but I'd have to say it was the amazing Tamsin Simmons, who is a modern psychology practitioner who finally helped me deal with all the barriers that I'd put in place for myself, my mindset. It was my mindset and having the courage to actually back myself, the confidence to get out there and actually make this change. Ever since Tamsin came into my world and helped me through that, the franchise has just gone from strength to strength. It's incredible. So I think particularly as women, we have that little itty bitty shitty committee in our head going, saying all sorts of things that aren't necessarily nice. Think mean girls. And we need to stop that. We need to stop that narrative. We need to believe in ourselves and just get on with the job of doing what we're passionate about and help and support others to do what makes their hearts sing.
I love that. I love it. I think it's so important to have, really great supporters and mentors in your court who are going to challenge you. And yeah, really, really love that. Helen, let's talk franchisees because, franchising is built on the premise that franchisees need to be successful. What do you see as the most important skills and mindsets and thought processes that franchisees need to be successful in your world?
I guess for me, in my world, the most important thing is to find values aligned occupational therapists. I can teach anyone the OT side of things, I can teach anyone the business side of things. I can't teach people a value set. And my goal is to never be the biggest provider of OT services. I want to be the best provider, and that's by finding passionate OTs and giving them all the supports that they need. And everyone's unique, everyone's different, everyone needs a different level of support. So for me, that's the challenge, but also the beauty of this model, and it's what makes my heart sing, is being able to give people what they need so that they can ultimately provide amazing services to our clients. And we are now looking after, over 8,500 across Australia.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. I love your passion. I love the values alignment piece, because I think that's what business is all about, finding people who share common values and building from there. And I really, really am grateful for the insights that you've shared. So thank you for joining me today, and look forward to following the journey.
Thank you so much for having me, Jenny.